Hey guys, it's Crimson, and today I want to talk about what it takes to actually improve at Marvel Rivals, and really any game, but specifically Marvel Rivals, because that's what I've been playing lately. So I'm sure a lot of you have seen these videos talking about how to go from bronze to GM with this one simple trick, and it's like, well, you just need to perfectly counter ult, or well, you just need better positioning, or well, you should be diving their healers first and then their DPS, and then lastly the tanks. And if you do anything else besides that, you're doing it wrong, and that's why you're bronze. And today I want to talk to you about how those videos are not helpful and why it's not even your fault really that you haven't improved if you've been watching content like that. See, I used to play League of Legends, and League of Legends has a lot of content like this, of just people making these videos for years talking about how to get out of low elo. To get out of low elo, you need to learn this. To get out of low elo, you need to learn that. This is why you're low elo. And I'm going to tell you there are two reasons why you are stuck in low ranks, right? Two actual reasons. And the reason why people don't talk about these reasons is because these reasons don't sound as nice, okay? When you hear these, it makes people think, wow, I have to do that, but that's like hard. I can't do that. And then, yeah, that's the truth, okay? So the first thing I want to tell you before anything else, the preface of this video, ranking up is hard. Being very good at any ranked video game is hard. There is a reason that top 1% is only 1% of the player base. It is because there's 1% of the player base that is good enough to be there. Okay, and you could talk about people being boosted or whatever. I don't really believe that people are that boosted, but regardless, they are better than 99%. Like even if you just want to talk about like GM3 is like top 3% of rivals right now, right? That's a lot of people you're better than. Okay, and so ranking up is hard, and they don't, these videos that talk about how to improve don't want to tell you this because it discourages people. I think that you shouldn't be discouraged by it being hard. You should find the challenge fun. See, to people that actually get really good at anything, being bad and the challenge it takes to get good at something and how the effort you have to put in is what makes it worthwhile to do in the first place. You need to really realize that this is not going to be, I mean, for most people, right? Some people are prodigies, right? But for most people, if you're new to video games or you're new to rivals or you're new to ranked or whatever, or you're usually a casual player, getting good is going to be difficult. And that's fine. That's the fun part of it. Improving is the fun part. Okay, that's the preface out of the way. Now, the reason why these videos aren't helpful is because any game, but we'll be using Marvel Rivals as an example, right? Because that's the one I'm making this video on, right? So in Marvel Rivals, until you hit at least GM, you are not actually playing Marvel Rivals. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is that up until GM, everyone is just playing some idea of what Marvel Rivals is, right? Everyone just positions into some random place. They just shoot at each other with pretty bad accuracy and hope they can get a random kill. And then if they get a random kill, they hope they get their ult and they can just wipe someone, right? Like that's your typical game plan. You just walk at them, shoot them, and hope they die, right? That's how the game is, right? No, there's no strategy, there's no thinking. And so when you try to implement strategy into those low ranks, you will have terrible success with it. You will have zero. Okay, you're thinking with your brain where you need to be, where you need to not. Okay, you need to play to the elo you're in. If you are low rank, you need to play like it, and you need to just kill people. Okay, so that leads in. This is going to segue into my two main things I think you need to focus on if you want to get high rank and you want to actually improve. Okay, the first point is you need to kill people, right? If someone's in front of you and they're standing still and you can't shoot them and kill them, then that's a problem. That's why you're not climbing. That's it. That's the entire reason. Okay. Now, that makes it sound like it's all aim oriented, but it's not. Okay. There's lots of characters that have zero aim involved, and yet people still can't kill people in front of them, right? They still can't kill people well enough. See, when people are in these low ranks, they're bad at everything, which means they're also bad at healing, which means, and healing is what keeps people alive, right? Duh. So if you can shoot someone and they'll die, guess what? If someone's dead, they can't use their ult. They can't CC you. They can't peel for their team. They can't heal anyone. They can't do anything. The way to climb in low elo is to kill people. And before you say, well, I'm a support player, how am I supposed to kill people? That's not my job. Yes, it is. In low rank, your job is to kill people. How do you kill people? You'll heal your teammates so that they can kill people. But if you heal your teammates and they don't kill anyone, then you don't need to heal your teammates anymore because they're trash. And guess what? You don't want to be trash anymore, right? So why would you cater to these trash players when you don't want to be trash anymore? See, the same thing applies to tank. You play tank. Well, a tank's job is to make space and to provide opportunities for his team to get kills. Yes, that is true. But if you provide space for your team and they don't get kills, guess what your job is not to do anymore? Make space. Who cares? Go kill people. That's how the game works in low ranks, okay? I'm dumbing this down because this is the mindset you need to have. If people aren't getting stuff done, you need to get stuff done. And this leads into my second point on how to improve and how to climb through low ranks. You need to make plays happen, regardless of what role you play. You need to hit those big tank ults. You need to get multiple kills with your DPS ult. You need to save someone's life or save a team fight with your healer ult and then kill someone or something, right? You need to make plays. This is how you climb. You could have the perfect positioning, the perfect game sense, the perfect everything, and then when it's time to hit your ult, you completely whiff it, or when it's time to get the kill that saves the game, you completely miss it, and you fail to make your play, you'll lose. Want to know how I know? Because it happens to me all the time. I recently lost a game where we were stomping, and we got stuck on with like 4 minutes of time on payload on the middle of the second point, right? On defense. We held them at the middle of the second point, and when it's time for us on offense to get the middle of the second point with 4 minutes, we fail. And at the very end, I have Groot ult, and I whiff it, and we lose. And so you could say, well, your team could have played better the entire time. You guys had 4 minutes to get in, and you failed over and over again. And that's true. But guess what? The simple truth of the matter is, even in my Celestial 3 game that I just described, if I had hit my Groot ult there, we would have won. That's how it works. And if you get that mindset, you can actually start to climb and improve. Now, the reason that you want to prioritize climbing over improving in the low ranks is because you can't actually get real improvement until you get to a high enough elo. People are not good enough to where you can learn the game. That's a big mistake that people make because they try to learn the game in low ranks because they think if they learn the game, then they'll climb. It's the opposite. You need to climb first, and then once you're in a decent elo, not even a good elo, just a decent one, like maybe high plat or diamond, you can finally start to actually learn the game, right? Because people are just not good enough for you able to learn, right? Your healers aren't going to be healing you. Your DPS aren't going to be killing people. Your tanks aren't going to be making space. They're not going to be going the same way. No one's going to stick together. No one's going to calm anything. No one's going to coordinate ults. None of that. None of what makes the game Marvel Rivals unique and different from any other shooter game is going to be happening in low ranks. And that's why in low ranks, you need to just go with the flow and kill people. And if you do this, you will climb. I promise. And that's why those videos that talk about, hey, if you're stuck bronze, it's probably because your positioning sucks. Now, I'm not saying they're wrong. They are correct. Your positioning in bronze probably sucks. But guess what? Fixing your positioning isn't what's going to get you out of bronze. Killing people is, right? And there's all kind of ways to do that. And if you're going to make excuses about it, then that's the real reason you're going to stay stuck. If you're going to go, well, I'm not good enough to kill people, then I guess you're not good enough, man. If you want to have that mindset, then that's just how it is. You need to change your mindset. You need to realize that you can get good enough. And if you aren't good enough, that's fine. That just gives you a place to improve from. So if people come up with the excuse all the time, I can't aim, that's why I'm trash. And that's true, right? You probably can't aim. But with that mentality and that way of looking at it, you'll never improve. And there are tons of people who get to high ranks and they can't aim either. You are just making excuses. I play healer, so I can't climb up. Not true. Put any type of hunter, put any eternity healer in the game in a bronze lobby, and they will drop 40 kills on Luna Snow, on Rocket, on any character, any support character. It doesn't matter. They'll kill everyone. Why? Because they can carry in low ranks. So I hope this video was informative and useful. I tried to frame it in a way that if you listen, you can come away with a concrete idea of what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to give personalized advice about any rank or specific role or anything, because this is the mindset I'm talking about. Until you hit a good enough elo, because I'm assuming anyone watching this is low elo, like really bad, like silver or gold or below, right? You need to just focus on killing people. And if you're not good enough at killing people, then that's why you're stuck. And if you really think that healer is that bad, then just don't play healer until you're in a higher rank. I promise you, healer is more fun once you get to a higher rank. It is terrible to play in low ranks. It's just not fun. People don't respect you. People constantly flame you for being a healer. And it's not because you're bad. It's because they don't understand how the game works. And so instead of being in this pig elo with these losers, why don't you climb, and then you can start playing healer, and then you can have fun. You see what I'm saying? It's just the mindset of it, right? And so I hope this video was informative. I stream not every day, but most days on Twitch at, it's in my bio, right? Or it's in the whatever, Crimson L7 if you want to look it up. I'm a tank player in Celestial. I'm trying to hit Eternity and keep improving. And If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments. I, of course, can give more specific advice because I know a lot more about the game than what I let on here. But I'm just talking about the actual mindset. I hope if you really think about this mindset and you can get into this mindset of making plays and killing people and making things happen, that's how you climb, right? And that's the key takeaway from this video. If you made this far, thanks for watching. I know this video isn't exactly the most put together. It's just me talking because I feel passionate about this because I keep seeing all these videos that I think are giving bad advice. And, also one last note. No flame to any creators that make those kind of videos. Those videos are helpful to certain people. It just wouldn't be helpful to the majority of people, in my opinion. And it's also not entirely their fault, I don't think, because a lot of these people are really, really good at the game and they've been super high ranked for a long time that they don't really understand how it is to be low rank and to not be able to climb. They can't really put themselves in someone else's shoes, right? That's it's hard to imagine themselves in that state because they've always been these high ranks. Like, go ask Ninja to give you advice in the game, bro. He can't. He's been too good for too long. It just makes him unable to do this. But as someone who was recently terrible and is now good, this is the best way I can give you advice, right? I appreciate a like and comment if you can, and subscribe to my channel. And peace out. Thanks, guys.